Hello and welcome to Lamphere High School's #1 sports show, Shot Clock, the show in which many topics from the world of sports are discussed and our panelists are given 24 seconds to make their point. I'm your host, Remi Monaghan. This season on the show, we have the showstopper, Dwayne Hogan, the 12th man, Genti Marku, and the know-it-all of all things sports, Adam Wooley.
I prefer sports Buddha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, we can't forget about our timekeeper either, Alex Peace. Today on the show, the guys will debate whether or not Brady Hoke should be fired, how Jim Caldwell is doing with the Lions this season, and how the Tigers pitching staff is going to hold up in the postseason. Dwayne, what do you think about Hoke?
If you're going to fire Hoke, I feel that you should fire him in a recruiting sense. But other than that, I think you keep him. This guy is doing nothing wrong. He doesn't have the right talent. I feel like he's making that quarterback, Shane Morris. I think he's trying to make him tougher by keeping him out there with a concussion. And I feel like that's just going to develop a young guy into becoming a great quarterback. Other than that, you just get the guy some more talent, and the Michigan Wolverines will be fine.
Wooly, what do you think?
Well, first of all, keeping a kid out with the concussion awareness is a very, very terrible thing to do if you want to think about things like job security. With all the heads-up play that's going down in the NFL and having it trickle down to the lower levels, the first mistake Hoke made was leaving the young man in the game. Secondly, it's simple. He's a sloppy coach who doesn't carry himself well and hasn't presented his team well. So therefore, I think he and David Brandon should be gone.
Time.
Genti, what's your take?
I think Brady Hoke should be out. I mean, you don't do that to a young quarterback. He could have possibly got more injured in that situation. And looking at his past 3 seasons, he's 25-13. Yeah, sure, he had a good season the first year with going 11-2, but the last 2 years he's gone 14-11. He should be out.
Time.
Now the Lions seem to be getting their mojo back. Is this because of the new coach? Wooly, what do you think?
I don't know if it's necessarily due to the new coach. I just think the offense is really clicking. And the thing that with the Lions this year that's impressed me the most that I've never seen in a long, long time is the attention to detail. The penalties are down. The defense is up right now. We knew that they were going to have weapons offensively. Calvin Johnson and Golden Tate are outstanding on the outside, and they're balancing the run game well. So is it necessarily Jim Caldwell? Yeah, I think he brings a great influence to the team.
Time.
All right, Genti, you're on the clock.
I'd have to agree with Wooly. The penalties have cut down. I mean, this guy hasn't played grown man football. Last year, they had 30 penalties in the first 4 games with 300 yards. This year, they cut it to 20 with 170 yards. And they've also played good defense, allowing only 15 points per game this season, to where last year they allowed 25 points per game.
Time.
Dwayne, the next 24 seconds are yours.
He's done a good job with the penalties, but you look at this Lions team. Who have they played? They played the Giants, they played Carolina, they played Green Bay, and they played the Jets. None of those teams are legit this year. They're all trash. The Lions, they haven't played anybody yet. I haven't seen anything. They haven't proved anything because they haven't played a well team that's actually that good this year.
Coming right at you.
Carolina, their defense is good, but their offense is just not there. Cam Newton's not the same player.
Time.
For the final topic today, the panel is going to discuss what they think about the Tigers pitching staff in the postseason. Genti, you're up.
I think the Tigers, their lineup is great. Their hitting lineup is great. They have one of the best hitters in Miguel Cabrera. The pitchers, Max Scherzer had 18 wins and 5 losses during the season with an ERA of 3.15. That's great. David Price starting Game 3 is good because he's experienced against the Orioles with a 7-3 record with an ERA of 2.85.
Time.
All right, Dwayne, how about you?
Last night, the Tigers lost 12-3. That team is awful. They can't pitch. They're too inconsistent. JV, he's not the same player this year. Max Scherzer, he's good. David Price, I feel like he's an iffy call. He's not that good of a player. I feel like the person that should be starting the postseason is Rick Porcello. That guy's had an amazing year. He's overdid what he was supposed to do this season. No one saw it coming. I feel like you start him, let him do his thing. I feel like he could help the Tigers in a big way.
Time.
Wooly, let's hear your side.
I think you're looking at 2 totally separate things. Number one, the pitching staff does set up well. They're great with starting pitching. That being said, you may have to look at making a move like moving Rick Porcello to the bullpen to shore it up because last night was an example of exactly what this team lacks, and that is a deep bullpen and the inability to play well defensively overall. Last night, I think, is more of what you're going to see. They're going to struggle to get past the Orioles if they do even at all.
Time.
All right, thank you to everyone who was on our panel this week, and we'd love to hear what you think as well. Also, thanks for watching this episode of Shot Clock. Check out our other videos here on the Lamphere TV YouTube page, and also check out our Twitter at LamphereTV. For everyone here at the Shot Clock Studios, I'm Remi Monaghan. Grab life by the horns.